Okay, so I just started playing guitar when COVID-19 lockdown started, and I've bought a couple of cheap guitars just for the hell of it. They're good to learn how to work on guitars on because when the thing costs $60, it's not a big deal. So I recently bought this. It's a tele. It's a T style, T type, whatever you want to call it. AI. Um, it's a beautiful guitar. It's pretty interesting. I'm going to do a comparison to Telecaster and a Squier Telecaster. And the Squier, if you take this neck profile and just end it right here, and put your nut and your frets on right here, that is what the Telecaster is. Let me just pull it up right now. It's really fascinating how close these guitars are. And both of them are freaking heavy as hell too. So the radius of this arc and that cut is different, so it makes them look different. But when you mic it up, this thickness right here, when you put calipers on, it's identical. This thickness is identical to this thickness minus the rosewood. Identical. I mean, within 5/1000ths of an inch. It's amazing. So if you just take off this fingerboard, you would have that neck. But that neck is maple. This neck is not maple. That neck is gorgeous on that guitar. That is a 50s, oh gosh, what's it called? It's a Squier Telecaster, but it's a 50s, what's it called? And it's got a humbucker added to the bridge pickup. And it's also got a push-pull pot installed, but it's not wired up. And then it's got like a turbo charge mode for the bridge pickup that boosts it up pretty high. It like doubles the resistance from 7 to 14, I think I measured it at. But back to this one. So this is a Aiersi, Aiersi, Born for Music. So I did some searching, and strangely enough, this guitar comes out of the same factory that Johnson by AXL comes out of. No, that one does. That Telecaster comes out of the AXL factory. And Phil McKnight, who I love, gave Axel, Johnson by Axel, he gave them the lowest rating. They were the biggest shit guitars ever. Yes, Phil McKnight, who I really appreciate his knowledge, his passion for guitars and everything, trashed this guitar. He said that this, which I paid $60 for, paid $60 for this guitar. I mean, this thing was like, and what still is, it's like brand new. It's amazing. $60 for this thing. Look at that reflection. I mean, this is a great playing. I mean, it took me a while to get the setup right. I should have learned on I know you might laugh, but I should have learned on a not as nice guitar. But this guitar became my favorite guitar. So this is Johnson by Axel. And if you look up that Squier, if you do the Fender lookup, it's made in Korea, I think it was, in the AXL factory. So crazy. But anyhow, yeah, Phil McKnight said that that these Johnson by Axel were the worst guitars out there. And let me just show this. just show you this one. So this is all stock. It's got these Johnson branded pickups. They say Johnson and then designed by EMG. Johnson branded but designed by EMG pickups. You see that? And the pickups, all three of them. So it's your Fender Strat clone. So bridge. I'll just be doing that chord progression just so it's apples to apples. So that was at volume 4. It's like midnight and my neighbors are probably sleeping. Okay, so now we'll go to position 4. Middle. Position 4 again? No, I don't know. It's between neck and middle. If you're wondering what chord progression I'm doing. It's and finally bridge, my favorite. So I love this guitar. This guitar has a great neck on it. It's got cheap tuners, but they work just fine. I don't know what the big deal is about tuners. I mean, they're like $30 for decent tuners. People make such a big deal out of stuff like that. I don't understand it. I mean, the nut is way more important to your guitar than tuners are. I mean, unless they don't hold tune or something. There's one thing about cheap guitars. They all require a lot of setup work. So when you have long wood screws holding two pieces together, you want the first piece that the screws go through, you want the screws to float through there. You don't want them to be threaded into there, because if they're threaded into there, then the screw can't pull the second piece tight against the first piece. You know, if your screw is threaded into here and threaded into there, you know, you could hold the neck a 1/4 inch away and put this screw in there, and as it screws into there, once it tightens in the bottom piece, it's not going to be able to pull that neck down. So every guitar I've had to drill out the 4 screw holes in the body, so the neck would pull down. And I'll tell you, that was on 2 of these cheap guitars that I've had. That was 100% of the problem. It's just, you know, the neck was really close to being bottomed out in the body cavity, but it just was up just a little bit. I don't know, maybe I had the strings on it a little bit when I put the neck on or something, but you know, with the screws screwed into here and into here, it was unable to pull this down. So the neck would go on differently every time. I mean, that's obviously easy to fix, but the best way to fix that is to drill through so that the screws float through here, so they're not threaded into here. They probably do that so that you can't over tighten the screw into the neck and strip it out. But even that's not a big deal. I've never done it, but it's not a big deal. You can just put a thread insert in there. So anyhow, so if you're having problems with cheap guitar setup, drill these through so the screw floats through there. So yeah, this is a great guitar. I mean, I paid $60 for this thing. $60. I mean, this is unbelievable. And you know, I could put different pickups in it or whatever if I wanted to. There's a couple little scuffs on the bottom that came with it. I can't even see where they are now. I can't tell. Oh, there's one maybe. Yep, there's one. But I mean, 60 bucks. I mean, if the neck has this beautiful little figuring on here. You know, right there, this line of figuring. You know, it's a cheap guitar, but man, it sounds great. I love this thing. You know, yeah, I had to do fretwork on it. I had to do, had to drill out these screw holes. Not a big deal, but I mean, look at the setup I have on here. I mean, it's right to factory spec. It's like 5/64, 5/6, 5/5/5/6/7/7, something like that. And I got it right to factory spec, right on, with no fret buzz. So, yeah, this thing is beautiful. I mean, look at how low the saddles are. Look how low the saddles are. Turned out nice. See that? They're screwed almost all the way out. And these screws, they're almost all the way out. So the saddles are way down. The bridge is nice and flush with the bass. There we go. So you see how low those are? I didn't do intonation. I'm a beginner. It sounds fine to me, you know. I will at some point in time. Yeah, I lost a screw too. I think it was gone when I bought this. But I mean, look at the figuring on the neck right here too. Isn't that cool? Yeah, this thing is beautiful. So anyhow, yeah, that's my Johnson by AXL. And I love the shape of the headstock too. Isn't that nice? I think it is. For 60 bucks, hell yeah, it is. I got the, I don't use tremolo, so I've got it just blocked off back there. Okay, so back to the cheap tele versus the Squier tele. So, yikes. So here we go. So again, the setup on this thing. You know, I took my time. I had to drill out these. I had to drill this out. Those 4 holes. I got the setup really nice. Here's the 12th fret right here. They are they're a little bit high. I think they're 6/64 and 8 or 9/64, which is fine. It's really not a big deal. And you can tell the saddles are. I've got to shim the neck. The whole neck has to come out to drop this down anymore because I've got the saddles all the way down. See, the saddles are all the way down. So I can't drop the strings down anymore with the way it's set up now. The only way I can do that is if I lift the neck. And I really should, because I don't think these are meant to be. I think these are meant to be lifted up a little bit. You know, these for palm muting, you don't want these sticking out as much as they are. But you know, this thing is set up nice. You know, it's a cheap guitar. Again, this one was $80. I paid 80 bucks for this one. And it's got this stock pickup here and this stock pickup here. I don't know what the hell they are. I took them apart. It's all original. But but when you compare it to the Squier tele, it's pretty damn close. I'll do a G chord, modified G. Yikes. So that was neck. Go middle position. Bridge. Yeah, this is really twangy. So the tone is all the way up. Okay, that was bridge. I will start off at bridge on this one. Bridge and without the turbo. Turbo that's on, I'll leave the turbo off. Okay, so we'll go middle. Middle. Neck. So I'll switch back to that, to the whatever it's called. Right after this, I'll switch back on the neck position. me see. Oops. Yeah, I just started to learn. I just began playing in April of this year, so April, so 5 months. Let's see. Learned this from what's the guy's name? He's got long brown hair, plays really well. Robert Baker. Started off 3, 6, 9. No wait, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7. 4, 5, 7. 5, 7. And then 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8. Oops. I don't know what that is, but Robert Baker told me to do it, so I do it because he's awesome. He does it so fast, you need a strobe light to see it happening. He's like, brrr. But anyhow, yes, I love playing guitar. Absolutely love it. So this is the bridge pickup. Yeah, there's some fret buzz in these registers here, for sure. This neck has been played. Somebody has loved this guitar. This neck has been played really a lot. There is some wear marks. These are the medium or the jumbo frets too. And somebody has, let me see if I can get that light to walk across in here. I can't tell if I can't really see it. Oh, if everybody wants to look it up. Here's the date of birth. It's shown up backwards on this because I'm filming. God, I'm old. I'm videoing from the back side. or from the selfie side, I guess. Filming. Yeah, I've got rolls of Kodak film. Reel to reel. We're filming. Gonna have it developed tomorrow, and then I'll get it digitized and then post it up to YouTube. Yeah, so when you look up that number, it shows up. It comes up as built in the axle, the AXL factory. Oh, I got calipers right here. So, oh. Okay, so we mic these up. We cal it up. Let's go on the 12th. Okay, 913. 913. Yikes. 913 on the 12th. Oh, we can't do it like that. Yeah, because this has the, how can I do this? So, if we measure this, this comes up as 614. You can't tell, but 617, 585, 572, 595. So 595 down at the bottom here. So if you look at that profile, you know, this radius is going to be different on the Squier. This radius is going to be sharper. There's more of a curve, but the total thickness, so I'm going to have to estimate because I'm on the rosewood. Okay, so right about there, 978. So now if we look, there it is. There it is. So it's the same. It is so funny that it's within thousandths of an inch. It is so close. So you basically add a rosewood cap to this and you've got that one. Okay, I was going to do the side-by-side neck and I almost missed it. Okay, here we go. Neck. Here we go. close. Amazing. $80 guitar. So there you have it. There's a side by side of the whatever the hell that is. Aiersi. Aiersi. Born for music. Aiersi. I love this guitar. I do. This Squier is my friend Mike's guitar. And I love this guitar. You know, this one, also you can't really compare because this pickup is not stock, the bridge pickup. This has been changed to a humbucker, a dual rail humbucker, they call it. So, you know, all we can compare is I think they call it lipstick pickup. But God, look at the neck on this thing. Even for a Squier, I mean, look at that flame maple. This neck is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful neck. I've never played a all maple neck before, and this thing, oh, it's awesome. I love it. You know, you think there'd be a huge difference between this neck and that neck because there's that. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick rosewood cap on it, so the whole neck is 1/8 of an inch thicker. You think there'd be a big difference between the two, but there really isn't. Let's go acoustic. They're almost exactly the same in weight. Okay, so that's about it. Yeah, so they've got the push-pull here, but it doesn't do anything. And this doubles the resistance from like 7 to 14 on this pickup. Oh, I betcha. If anybody knows with how this is supposed to be wired up, let me know, because this doesn't this doesn't do anything. So if this doubles it from 7 to 14, it must just engage the other rail. That's got to be it. But is that the same as a single coil versus a humbucker? I mean, are these two functions the same? If you're talking about a single humbucker here, I mean, but I know there's an in phase and out of phase too, so I don't know. I don't know what that might entail. So I don't know. Okay, that's it. So this video is about cheap Strat versus or tele versus decent tele. See ya.